Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of improving economic prospects in both the US and China. But first, the IMF has cut their forecast for the US economic growth to 1.7% for 2014, saying the drag from the first quarter contraction will not be offset. However, it is very bullish on the rest of 2014 and 2015, seeing growth over 3% in these periods. That would be the best levels in more than a decade. They also want the US to spend more on social programs. Most of China's provinces said their economies accelerated in the second quarter, suggesting local leaders are sharpening their focus on growth, and that is despite new rules that evaluate them on their ability to meet debt control and pollution goals. The regions are benefiting from central government stimulus, including expedited railway spending and tax cuts, while they have their own plans to support growth. China's gold demand fell almost 20% in the first 6 months of this year as investors bought fewer bars and coins, offsetting increased demand for jewellery. Demand for gold bars was down more than 60%. In Australia, there are signs the banks there are starting a mortgage war as their housing volumes tread water. CBA, NAB and Westpac have all slashed mortgage rates in a fight for market share and are offering a new focus on fixed rates, which tempt borrowers with interest rates at less than 5% for 5 years. In the US, the earnings season is full swing and results are beating analysts' expectations. Major improvements by Boeing, Pepsi and Apple all helped propel the S&P 500 into a record territory, although not quite to beating the 2000 index level yet. US Treasury 10-year yields fell to 2.46% in late trade this morning. The oil price rose on both benchmarks and now at $103 US and $108 for Brent. Gold is unchanged, however. We start today with the New Zealand dollar basically unchanged from where we left it at the end of business yesterday. We're now at just over 86.8 US cents, 91.9 Aussie cents, and the TWI is at 80.8. We'll have the latest RBNZ OCR decision in a few minutes with full coverage from Bernard Hickey. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.